We're seeing some truly abysmal takes on Korra and their series in general. Niggas saying that dude here was beating the shit out of Korra and that Aang would have done better. But really what made me want to do this video was that Ozai, I feel like niggas gas him up too much. They were saying Ozai would cook Korra, bro. Like, that's just not true, like, at all, right? And initially this video was going to be Korra versus Ozai, but that would have been boring in my opinion, so I'm going to just do Korra running the entire Avatar villain time, right? But before that, I just want to say, there's like a quick little something before I, start the gauntlet. Alright, so boom. The generation that Korra grows up in, or like the generation of benders that Korra is around, right? They are able to do lightning bending very casually, right? And back in Aang's generation, it was heralded to lightning. If you could lightning bend, you was like that guy. You were that firebender on that day, right? That's why it was like, we only saw like fucking Azula, Ozai, and Iroh firebend, right? And then Zuko could redirect that shit, but we only saw them three firebenders specifically lightning bend. But now, like I said, the Korra generation of benders, niggas is doing that shit casually, right? On the first fucking episode of Korra, we see a firebending thief just lightning bend, just out of nowhere, right? Bolin's brother can lightning bend like crazy for no reason, right? And at the ending of the last Airbender, Toph is the only person able to metal bend, right? Going into the Legend of Korra, we know that there is a metal bending city, right? Generations get stronger as time go on, and Korra is a part of this stronger generation, right? And with avatars and reincarnation, the avatars are stronger because they have the knowledge and power of all the avatars back in the day, right? Just take a boxer from now and compare it to a boxer in the fucking 20s. Right now, the boxer from the 20s might be tougher because it was boxing once a week, but also their actual like style and like prowess in boxing is probably trash compared to the boxers of nowadays, right? It's almost like the boxers of now have the knowledge of the boxer from back then. Well, that's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? But I know Korra got disconnected from all the previous avatars, but it's just something, it's just a generational thing in general, not just an avatar thing, but generations learn from their predecessors' failures and whatnot. So, but that was it. So let's just get into the gauntlet. Yeah? Alright, so boom, the Korra gauntlet is gonna go something like this, right? Now, every main antagonist of Avatar, right? Like the niggas with names, right? I'm not doing no like desert bandits or random firebenders, right? Just like people like Mai, Azula, Zuko, them niggas, right? So it's gonna go from weakest to strongest in my opinion. I haven't really done the math, but this should be correct, right? It's gonna start off with Mai, then Ty Lee, then June, then Lord Zhao, then Combustion Man, Zuko, Azula, and then finally Ozai, right? So that's the layout of the gauntlet, and let's just get into it. Boom, this gauntlet is of course bloodlusted, right? All these niggas want to kill each other, right? And Mai and Ty Lee, I'm gonna have them fight together, right? Because they, by themselves, they really don't do really can't do much, right? And like they are more known for like sneaking up on niggas, like catching niggas off guard, right? But if Korra knows that, hey, I want your blood, she's just going to turn these niggas into tomato paste on the concrete, and that's really it, right? So I'm gonna give her that fucking animal thingy that she had, because she's always had it with her that can track from miles away. But these niggas are in an arena, right? No, that's not really gonna do much. She might be a little bit of a problem because that fucking wire or weapon she has, but Korra is just going to beat the shit out of her, right? Now, those three niggas were really like the easiest part, right? And now Lord Zhao, who is a fucking firebender. Why'd I say Lord Zhao? Admiral Zhao is a firebender, right? Now this nigga is going to get cooked, right? He's just going to get cooked, right? He's just a firebending admiral, right? Aang was able to beat him up when he was 12, and Korra scales to adult Aang. So shit, man, might be challenging if Korra didn't see Lin and Sube Fong fucking kill that other combustion bender by putting the fucking metal sheet around their head, right? So Korra knows how to get rid of Combustion Man, right? That's why he was such a problem for the OG Avatar game, because they didn't know what to do, right? But Korra knows that if I hit this nigga on his fucking eye, he gonna go down, right? So that's she might have trouble evading at first, right? She might get tagged here and there, but she's gonna beat him by like she's gonna beat him, right? That's it. Let's go on to this, right? So now these three, right, Zuko, Azula, and Ozai are more interesting, right? Now, do I think Korra's gonna lose to them? No, but these would still be interesting fights to see, because I would like to just see these characters like young Zuko interact with Korra. I like to see these types of interactions, right? But Zuko is going to get cooked, right? Zuko was getting dogged on by Aang, and he was just running away with his airbending. Right now, could this have been Zuko has never really encountered airbending and he doesn't know how to interact with it with his firebending? Yeah, but still, he was kind of getting shit on, right? And in most of their fights, right? And not only this, right, but Zuko, right, almost beat Ozai, and Ozai is heralded to be the strongest firebender ever, right? Which like I said, I don't see that as a fact, right? Ozai, like I feel like Ozai would have killed his son. We saw what he did to Zuko when he gave him that scar, right? Zuko, I don't think Ozai really gives a shit about Zuko like that for real. So I don't think that he was holding back. I think Ozai was trying, and he almost lost to Zuko, right? So that shit's crazy to me, right? That shit's crazy to me, and whatever, right? But Korra, right, is going to beat the doggy piss out of Zuko, right? Like, she's going to turn this nigga into a red gusher and squeeze him in his hand, right? She's going to bend him over his knee and start spanking him, right? Korra is beating the shit out of Zuko right now. Azula, it's not going to be that much more of a challenge, right? But it's still going to be, I feel like this would be like a very interesting fight, right? Korra versus Azula, right? Both these niggas, in my opinion, are meatheads and like to fight. I'm not saying that they're dumb, they just like to fight, right? And Azula, I feel like the interaction that she'd have with Korra would be funny, right? Like I don't know, man, but still, I don't think Azula is going to do really much against Korra right now. She has her lightning bending. If I remember correctly, I don't think Korra knows how to redirect lightning bending. I could be very wrong. Actually, I'm finna look it up just to make sure. Yeah, I don't think Korra can lightning bend, so Azula's lightning might be a problem, right? But still, I think Korra is going to wash her fairly quick, right, with her experience in lightning bending and metal bending, and I just said she couldn't lightning bend. In her experience with like metal bending and stuff, I feel like, I know that she would beat the shit out of Azula. So on the Ozai, right? Like I said, this video was initially just going to be Korra versus Ozai, right? But niggas be gassing up Ozai, right? And I don't think that he's that strong, right? So Ozai, the reason why Ozai was pressing Aang so hard at first, because he was getting visions and messages from the other older avatars telling him to kill Ozai. His friends were like, hey, you're gonna have to kill Ozai. And Aang really didn't want to kill Ozai, so he was on the defense for most of the fight. But as soon as he tapped into the avatar state, he was on Ozai's ass. And like I said, this is Sozen Comet's amped Ozai, right? He is amped by the comet. He's stronger now, right? And Aang was beating the dog shit out of him in the avatar state, right? So, like I said, Korra. Now let me give you this little nugget of information, right? So, Amon's father was pushing an adult Aang, an even stronger version of Aang that fought Ozai, until he had to use the avatar state. Right now, he did indeed use the avatar state to get out of the blood bending,
But Amon is stronger than his father, and he was fighting Korra, and Korra beat Amon. So that's really it, right? So Korra is most definitely stronger than 12-year-old Aang. She scales to adult Aang. This gauntlet isn't a joke because adult Aang could also clear these niggas too. Yeah, man, Korra's just beating everybody, like all of the Avatar villains, right? She is going to dog them in a gauntlet, right? She, like, if they were all jumping her, she'd beat their ass, right? And Korra is the type of nigga that likes to fight, right? She will run head first into the fight. She's not going to be on the back foot at all. She's going to take control of the fight because that's how she is. That's her character, right? But hopefully, this cleared anything about Korra being weak. Her villains are just strong. But yeah, man, that's the video. If you like, comment, subscribe, do the good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.